हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, मैं बसंत यादव आज इंग्लिश क्लास 12 में यश राधा कृष्णन द्वारा लिखा वोमेन्स एजुकेशन के लेक्चर वीडियो पार्ट 1, जिसे पूर्ण रूप से लाइन बाय लाइन हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन किया गया था, उसे कंटिन्यू करते हुए पार्ट 2 को इंग्लिश में एक्सप्लेन करूंगा। इसे ध्यान से देखें। यू आर लिविंग in an age when there are great opportunity for women in social work, public life, and administration. Society requires women of disciplined minds and restrained manners. Whatever line of work you undertake, you should bring to it an honest, disciplined mind. You will then succeed and have the joy of your work. In these lines, Dr. Yash Radhakrishnan is talking about the kind of education which is required for our women. The author says that there are many opportunities for women at present. They have great chance in social work. They can work in public life. That is, they can work in politics. They can find good positions in administrations. Our society is in need of such women, these who have disciplined minds and controlled manners. The writers advise us, if we want to succeed and enjoy our work, it is necessary that work should be done by honest and disciplined minds. Thanks. But I am annexes that the kind of education that is imparted must not only be broad but should also be deep. We are lacking in depth. We may become learned and skilled, but if you do not have some kind of purpose in our lives themselves become blind, blundering, and beaters. In these lines, the author tells us how to improve the education of girls in India. He also advises us to have some purpose in our life. The author strongly desires that the modern education should give us a full knowledge of broad world around us. At the same time, it should give us deep and complete knowledge of things related to us at present. Our schools and college do not have give us deep knowledge. After becoming learned and skilled, we must have some sort of aim in our life. An aimless person behaves like a blind man. He commits serious mistakes and his life doesn't remains pleasant. Thanks. Compassion, there is the quality which is more characteristic of women than of men. I read recently a book which speaks about the decline of womanhood and says that this is so because there is a decline in compassion. In other words, the natural quality of woman is compassion. If you do not have compassion, you are not human. It is therefore essential for every human being to develop the quality of considerateness, kindness, and compassion. Without these qualities, we are only human animals, not pasu, not more than that. In these lines, Dr. Radhakrishnan was a great educationist and philanthropist. He was a great supporter of the welfare and development of women. Here, in these lines, they describe the value of compassion and its importance in human life. Compassion is essentially a special quality of the nature of human which is found more in women than in men. In a book which is the author recently read, it was pointed out that there has been a decline in womanhood, and its reason is the fall in the quality of compassion in them. It clearly points out the compassion of Daya is the natural quality of woman. If a woman lacks this quality, she is not worthy of being regarded as human beings. Hence, everybody is expected to be kind and merciful. Mercy is a divine quality. If someone does not have this quality, he or she cannot be regarded as human beings. He or she is rather in animals. Such a person may be a man in the human form, but from the moral point of view, he is not better than a beast. Thanks. Next and last. In ancient times, our oven had the ceremony of Upanan performed for them. They were entitled to study of Vedas. They were also entitled to the chanting of the Gayatri Jap. All these things were open to our omen, but our civilizations become arrested, and one of the main sign of that decay of our civilizations is the subjection of omens. In these lines, the writer is pointed out that the ancient times were very good for women. They had a respected position in the society. They were fully authorized to take part in religious functions of society. They were also familiar with Vedas and read other religious books. They were the partners of their male counterparts in chanting the Gayatri mantra. There was no restriction on their educations. Their rights were equal to men. The position of women in ancient society was not law comparison to them and men. But when the ancient civilizations began to decline, it had an adverse effect on the position of women. The main cause of the decay of such a high civilization was that women were forfeited from their dignified status. Thanks.